first and foremost, let's talk about the devastating storms that impacted New Orleans late last night and early into this morning. As you can see here, a massive funnel cloud, a series of strong storms passing through the south, causing tornadoes specifically. Let's head out live to New Orleans right now. Fox Weather's Nicole Valdez is in the area. Nicole, the sun has finally risen. I'm sure you can get a better look at the damage that you all are surveying. So now that you can finally see, how bad is the destruction?
Well, good morning to you. Honestly, it's hard to look at. You look around, especially the community where we're standing that may have been one of the hardest hit. That's Araby. It's a little southeast of the heart of New Orleans. And you'll notice the trees, the debris, and the homes that have just been ravaged by the strength of the storm. And you know that there are people and there are lives that have been turned upside down in moments here. I want to show you first the home here that thankfully is still standing, but you'll notice the windows have been shattered, blown out. The curtains are now sitting outside of that home. Down here where I'm standing, you'll notice what might look like either an aluminum or tin fence that is blown into the yard of this home. And right here, I mean, this gives you such an indication of how strong these winds were. Look at this tree trunk. It is twisted, and each of these little spines of the inside of that tree are just sticking right out. I mean, it's just such a really perspective on the strength of the winds, the intensity of this storm. And again, if you're looking at a tree that looks like this, that's an indicator on how these homes may be severely damaged. So that's going to be what's on tap today as these folks wake up. And now that it is daylight, you're seeing just how far the swath of that damage really sits here. And it's going to be so much to clean up, but really a lot to take in. I mean, mentally, you walk around and you think, not another storm, not another devastating situation for the New Orleans metro area, but unfortunately, that's the case that we're seeing this morning.
Definitely severe destruction just in front of this one home that you're standing in. Now, Nicole, the people of New Orleans, I think, are usually prepared for things like hurricanes. You know, you usually get a week's notice. You can evacuate if need be. Tornadoes, not so much. So how rare is an event, a tornado of this magnitude for the area?
I think the term rare may be subjective, right? I mean, obviously, you know, we've known of several major hurricanes that have severely impacted this area that are still talked about today. Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Ida. Over the last few years, I want to say that we've looked at about 5 or so notable tornadoes. One that actually came through really close to this community May of last year. So not as common as maybe some other portions of the South, but rare might be a subjective word to use.
Nicole, we do have some sound coming in from the St. Bernard Parish President Guy McInnes. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
We have a lot of work going on, a lot of good people, making sure that our citizens are protected, making sure that our neighborhoods that were affected are going to be secure overnight and safe. Entergy, Atmos is on the scene, fixing as many problems as they see. Our thoroughfares have been cleared. I believe we can pass through Judge Perez and St. Claude at this time. Our road crews did a great job again, like they always do. But we're just asking all of the communities that want to help, all of the people that want to help, please contact us first and we will give you direction of how you can help.
All right, Nicole, again, that was the St. Bernard Parish President Guy McInnes speaking to the community, saying that if you need help, do not hesitate to contact us. Now, I just want to revisit that very startling image that we have all been looking at overnight into the morning of this massive funnel cloud in the city. And as you briefly mentioned, many of these communities were still upended by Hurricane Katrina. And of course, they're remembering the trauma and the destruction of what happened. What does the road to recovery look like for these individuals? How bad is it? Are people displaced? I mean, you just showed us someone's home who totally looks like they will definitely not be in their home for some time as the destruction is considered, you know. So what can you tell us about the road to recovery?
Well, I think the immediate focus, especially what we're going to see today, is on helping the people who need it. So that has continued to be a search and rescue effort for people who may be potentially missing or even trapped underneath homes that might have been destroyed in this storm, but others who may be displaced without a home or one that's not safe to be living in right now. They're going to have to get moved over to a shelter that we know is already active in this area to get them the food, the water, the supplies, and really the warmth, a bed to sleep in the meantime, as they again try to figure out what is their next step here. So I think that is focus number one. It's helping people, saving lives, and it's a monumental task at that. We know there are more than 100 or so emergency responders from all over the country. That includes the National Guard, Homeland Security, State Police for Louisiana, who are here trying to aid in that effort. Cleanup wise, I mean, you can just see what's around us now, and it's no small feat. And I think it's going to take a long time to see a dent made here. I think we've unfortunately seen time and time again that the damage from many of these tornadoes is so extensive, even after weeks, even months in some areas, it may not look like physically much has changed. And that's going to be a challenge for this area to try to rebuild itself. It's not going to be an overnight thing, and it's going to cause a lot of pain to continue to see this time and time again for the next weeks and months as people try to work towards getting their lives back in order. It's a tall order, and I think that unfortunately it's not going to come soon enough. I think that today the focus is how can we help people who need it, then comes how can we clean up and make our community whole again.
Absolutely, and I have to mention I'm from the city of New Orleans. My family lives in New Orleans East, and so thankfully I got to speak with them this morning. Everyone's okay, and we definitely appreciate your coverage, Nicole, with Fox Weather. Thank you.
Good to hear that your family's safe. Thank you so much.